open up the space behind, but it's not down and back. It's higher. It's behind and higher. This is actually more so what I expect an alto to look like. So there's like ergonomic buttons here. This one doesn't have a riser. The thumb keys here designed to look like sort of like one big piece here, whereas the two keys are much more distinct here. They've done the pointed key arms, but they don't have that kind of like extra little engraved circle thing that they have here on the Kingma. I think that the Pearl has a much bigger lip hole. Look at the size difference. I was very surprised at how comfortable the Kingma was because I was expecting a much larger Airstream. So I'm expecting your typical large Airstream for the Pearl. Yeah, immediately I'm noticing my Airstream has to be way bigger and wider. Okay, it's a lot more forward. It's not as low. That's why I'm having trouble finding it. I feel like I'm going in order to get the air bubble to sit properly. This in general is more forward than the Kingma. I'm actually really surprised by that. I'm imagining the air bubble outside of my mouth, going up pretty high too, which is why I'm finding it actually a little bit difficult to get those high notes out. I have to open my mouth in order to create enough space. Interestingly enough, the note that breaks the pattern is quite low. I believe it's the D5, I think. The G3 sits out here. G4 is like up and slightly back. D5 comes out and down. It feels like it's right next to it, but more forward, if that makes sense. G5, it just kind of keeps going up, like around here. Let's test it again. Yeah, in front of the teeth. It gets pretty high up in front of the front teeth very quickly after that point. I don't have a lot of space for these. This is F6, and then like way up here is G6. It's very hard for me to get it because I really don't have a lot of space up there. Interesting. You do have to open up the space behind, but it's not down and back. It's higher. It's behind and higher. So if you want to have a nice, thin, quiet sound, just pinpoint that air bubble to a very tiny point and you're good to go. But if you want to open it up, you actually open up the space above and behind it. So I was trying a higher note and it's the same thing. So if you want, like, for example, this note to be nice and rich and big, you have to open up the space like behind, up and behind. The tonguing around the middle of the middle register needs to be in a slightly different spot. I feel like I have to stick my tongue out way further. because if it's too far back, it gets that really like thumpy, muddy sound. I'm almost doing a French tonguing for middle of the middle register, and it is because that air bubble needs to be so forward. As I'm making my way into the middle register, I'm actually tonguing more and more forward, higher and more forward. First, I'm tonguing more so actually like against my lower teeth for the lowest notes, but then the tip of my tongue is kind of hitting like here. Middle register, I actually straight up feel like my tongue is like hitting out here. And then as I go higher and higher, I'm going up my teeth. So it's like a V shape essentially in terms of where I'm hitting with my tongue. And then double tonguing, I'm gonna guess I just do the same thing, but I keep the K really forward. I'm just really not used to like sticking my tongue out that far in the middle register. So I am definitely fighting myself a little bit to make myself do that. But when I do it properly, it does work really well. And it's really, really, really clear. The mechanism is very good. It's just there's a hair more resistance than on the Kingma. So I would describe it more bouncy, not quite as light as the Kingma. It's not resistant, bouncy, but with like weight, which I think this is something that quite a few people will actually really like. I need to invite our guests into the room with us here. So let me put my desk in comfort mode. See you guys in a bit. Very excited.
Just the bodim, but I really tries to emphasize that lift because again I'm thinking an angel just kind of like flapping up. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So right there, I'm just like, yeah.
Okay.
So really just giving that that lilt, I guess you could say, that lilt.